These are some of the newest color variants of some excellent EDC lights, along with a new device called the Gober 2 on sale during Olight's latest flash sale running from June 27th to July 6, 2025. Let's start off this video with unboxing some of the newest amazing colorways and products. First up, we have the Olight Ultra in Stars and Stripes. This version of the Olight features a UV LED and comes with the manual and a C-type charging cable. Next up is the Olight Pro in White. This version features a red LED and comes with the manual and the C-type charging cable. There is also the i1R2 Pro in Capsule Orange, and it comes with the manual and a C-type charging cable. There is also the i1R2 Pro in the new Flow Color Art variant, and this comes with the manual and a C-type charging cable. Then there is the all-new Gober 2 that comes in blue, and it also features a new sync mode that I'll explain shortly. This light also comes with the manual and a mini screwdriver and a backpack clip and a C-type charging cable and a carabiner. And lastly, there is the new i3E EOS in Palm, which comes with the manual and a AAA battery. Now let's dive into some of the features. All of these lights are waterproof between IP55 to IPX8. There's also an impact rating of 1.5 meters for all of these lights, and they all weigh under 2 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and leave the manual for the Gober 2 on the screen now because it is one of the newer lights that I am featuring on the channel, so pause the video here to see those details. Also, if you guys want to see the full review for each one of these lights with all the technical specs in the details, you can go ahead and click on the link on the screen now, and you can check out that playlist. Now let's take a brief tour of the modes and general operation for all of these lights. All right, guys, now look at these beautiful lights. Now this one, I think it's going to be one of their free ones. This is the new i3E EOS in Palm, and that's pretty cool. I mean, they got the little palm trees on the side here. Pretty nice looking. It's a good keychain light. One AAA battery powers this thing. It definitely, no, it's like 90 minutes, but it's not too bad. Pretty cool. And then you have the new Flow i1R2 Pro. And guys, you just turn this on. This is the low mode. This is the high mode. Look how bright that is. Now that's actually ridiculous. 180 lumens there. Beautiful light. Same thing with the capsule. This is the new capsule. This is what it looks like. Pretty nice light. You got your low mode, and then you got your high mode. 180 lumens. Ridiculous, right? Pretty cool. You guys are going to love these. This is a C-type port that you got in here, so that way you can charge it. It's the same for both of these. And like I said, this is a AAA battery. They give you one. It's included. It's a twist top, so you have to turn it to get it to go. And that's all she wrote for that. So those are pretty nice little lights. Here we have the new white version of the Olight Pro. Olight Pro is one of my favorite because it does have the red LED. This is what it's on low, and this is on high, and then hold it down for that flashing mode. It's got the nice selector wheel here. You got your spotlight and your flood. This is the spotlight. You got the low, medium, high. Double click for that turbo, and then when it's off, triple click. You got that strobe. Go over to that flood mode. Same deal. You got your low, medium, high. Double click for that turbo, and then while it's off, triple click for that strobe. Pretty nice, pretty simple operation. Love the red. It's nice and bright, and it's a beautiful light. I love the fact that it's white, like a little stormtrooper. Oh, and of course, these are magnetic, and you have the clip, which goes without saying because, you know, there's 1,000 videos out there. I actually have a bunch of videos of this light, and pretty nice. I love it. Magnetic backing, and you have your C-type charging port right here on the side. That's great as well. And of course, Captain America over here, Stars and Stripes. This is the new Olight Ultra here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful light. That's literally, if Captain America had a flashlight, this would be it. This is beautiful. It has the UV light, which is pretty decent. I like that. And then you have the low, medium, and high, and then you double click for that turbo and the spot, and then you have the flood. You have the low, medium, high, double click for that turbo. While it's off, triple click. Yeah, while it's off, triple click. That's going to bring you a strobe. Same thing for the spot. And then, of course, it's just mono output for the UV, which is pretty cool. And then you do have your clip here, and you also do have your C-type charging port there, and you have the magnetic backing there as well. This is the Gober 2. And as you can see, this is pretty cool looking light here. It does have the D-ring here. That's why they give you the little miniature screwdriver so that you can take that off if you want to throw a lanyard on there instead. The other side to this is that you're supposed to be able to take it apart so that you can put an air tag inside of this so that you'll never lose the Gobra 2 itself. And also, if you attach it to your keys, you won't lose your keys. So it's a pretty cool idea that Olight had for this one. So cool new features. You can pop this out like that just by twisting it on both sides. If I can get this off, there we go. And now the backings are magnetic, which is really cool, but also, guys, it sticks to each other. So if you wanted to like roll this along, you know, just to mess with it, have some fun, pretty neat little light here. I really like this. So there's a few different modes here. When you double click, the constant on turns to a flashing mode. Okay. And you're gonna be able to cycle through to change the different colors of the light. And then you just double click again and it brings it right back into constant on. If you press it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, at any time, it's going to bring you into SOS mode. And these are paired. They come pre-paired, which is great. I had a funny little thing that just happened in the studio while I'm recording here. I realized that the DJI mics that I have running in the studio, they're on a similar frequency to when these pair together. So I actually had to leave the studio and go outside to repair them back together. It was just a weird fluke situation, but if you have any kind of wireless equipment, like microphones, anything that's on the 2.4 network, they're going to cause issues with the pairing of this. So that was my issue there. Pretty weird thing to happen, but it happened. So here we are. Another thing too is when you press these and hold these down at the same time, the flash, they'll turn red and then you let them go. And now you're into the flashing paired mode. So now you're going to be able to cycle through like so, which is pretty cool. If you have one on the front of you and one on the back of you, say you're going backpacking, or you give one to your dog and you're taking him for a walk, you can give the dog one and you can have one for yourself, and you can change the colors while they're relatively close to each other. I thought that was kind of cool, especially if you put one on the backpack and one on your chest while you're going hiking or while you're walking the dog. There you go, pretty cool. If you cycle through here, there's another mode. It's called the alert mode, right after that cycling mode, and one's going to be the blue, the other one's going to be the red. Pretty neat. I like that. And then you can go right back to, you know, cycling through, changing colors. If you want one to flash, the other one to be solid, you could do that as well. So guys, I really like this. This is pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it too. Pretty neat. Like I said, watch out for that weird fluke situation if you have any other things that are wireless, like remote control cars or anything like that. When you're pairing these, it will mess up the pairing. I just spent the last hour and a half in the studio trying to figure out what the problem was, and then I found out that it was my DJI microphone there, as you can see. So that was the problem. Problem solved. I left the room, I got away from the microphone, and now it works perfectly fine. Beautiful lights, pretty cool, love them all. And I think you guys are going to like them too. Now we're moving along to the O-Clip Ultra, and this is what it looks like. And we're going to throw this into the 1 lumen flood mode, and this is what the 1 lumen flood mode looks like. You can't really see it very well, so we're going to step it up, and this is going to be the 10 lumen flood mode. 10 lumens, 20 feet away from the railing. I'm going to step it up again. And now this is going to be the 100 lumen flood mode. 100. And this is going to be the 300 lumen flood mode. And that's what 300 lumens looks like. And that's pretty darn bright as well. Now I'm going to jump it up. Double tap for that turbo. 530 lumens. That's what that looks like. That is pretty bright, guys. That's pretty bright. Fortunately, that only has a 1 minute runtime on there before it steps down. Now we're going to bring it over to the spot mode, and this is the 1 lumen spot mode here from 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. I'm going to step it up again. This is going to be the 9 lumen spot mode. So this is 9 lumens, and now we're going to jump it up again, and this is going to be the 90 lumen spot mode, and we're going to jump it up one more time to the 270 lumen spot mode, and now we're going to jump it all the way up to the 450 lumen spot mode. And as you can see, that starts to go all the way out there into the yard there, which is about 100 feet from where I'm standing right now. If you triple click 1, 2, 3, it's going to bring you over to that beacon mode. And if you triple click while the light is off, it will bring you over to the strobe mode. And you can switch from flood to spot while using the strobe. All right, guys, we're outside with the Oclip Pro. I'm going to throw this into the 4 lumen red mode. And this is what 4 lumens of red looks like. We're 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. And that's what that looks like. I'm going to step it up to the 40 lumen red mode. And that's what 40 lumens looks like. Not bad. Now I'm going to bring it over to the spot mode. And this is going to be the 1 lumen spot mode. And we are 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. I'm going to step it up to the 9 lumen spot mode. This is what 9 lumens looks like. Not bad. You can actually start to see out there pretty good. That's the 9 lumens. And now I'm going to step it up to the 85 lumens. 85 lumen spot mode. Look at that. That's crazy. That's super bright. 85 lumen spot mode. Now I'm going to jump it up to the 240 lumen spot mode. 240 lumens. That's insane. That's insane how bright that is. Like, you can start to see out into the tree line that's like 100 feet away. That's unreal. And then you double tap. That's going to bring you right over to that 380 lumen spot mode. Insanity. That's really good. I like that. That's badass. Now we're going to bring it over to the flood mode. This is the 1 lumen flood mode. You can barely see it right here. Barely see that. So we're going to step it up 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. This is the 10 lumen flood mode. 10 lumens, you can actually see everything. Perfect on the porch here. Take a walk out. This is the 10 lumens, guys. You can see me. You can see around in the porch. Not bad. Not bad at all. 10 lumens. Okay. And that's actually got a pretty good runtime. That's 27 hours right there, at 10 lumens. Now let's step it up again. That's 100 lumens. This is what the 100 lumens looks like. That's even better. Nice flood. That fills the whole porch up. 20 feet away from the railing there in front of us. Now I step it up again. 300 lumens flood. 300 lumens of flood right there. That is perfect. I'm going to double tap. Go right up to the 500 lumens. That's what 500 lumens looks like. That's perfect flood. That is just excellent. I love that. And look at the size of this thing. It's so small, but it's producing that much light. That's perfect. Even attracted some moths there. Oh, there we go. Then, of course, you have triple click for that strobe, for the flood, and for the spot. And that's what it looks like for the strobe, for the spot, and the flood. And, of course, we have the beacon. And there's the beacon for the spot. I don't like the timing for the beacon. I feel like it should be a lot closer together for a beacon, because if you're like, using this as a distress signal, yeah, somebody's going to see it, but they blink and they walk by, they're going to miss it. That's the spot. Now I'll throw that in the flood. That's what the flood looks like for the beacon as well. So not too bad, not terrible. Now we're moving along to the i1R2 Pro. I'm going to compare this to the original i1R2 EOS, and this is what it looks like in the 5 lumen mode. Of course, we have the new version on the right and the old version on the left. And as you can see, guys, pretty decent amount of light, but I feel like the new version has a better amount of light coming off of it. This is the 180 lumen mode versus the 150 lumen mode. First, you see the i1R2 Pro. It's really bright, and then you have the 150 from the i1R2 EOS original, and then you put them side by side. You can see that extra 30 lumens is doing a pretty good job. You can see it's nice and clear. There's a little less of a ring around the new version. Pretty nice. And now for my final thoughts. We have some very small devices with excellent outputs and runtimes. My personal favorite out of this bunch is the Oclip Ultra. I like the UV light, but I also really like the version with the red LED, which is the Oclip Pro. The new Gober 2 with the sync mode was pretty awesome as well, and I think it'd be perfect for camping or hiking or just going for a walk with your dog, and it has ridiculous run times. And no matter which light you choose, you'll be satisfied because they're all backed by Olight's lifetime warranty, so get them while they're on sale. All the sale details will be down in the link in the description. And if you're watching this video but the sale has already ended, you can use my promotional code PG10 to save an additional 10% off of your non-sale purchases. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.
Hey there, thank you for watching. You can pat this cat.